Hello, this is Manesh Patel from the EII Capital Group. This is November 14th, 2010. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency market, where we cover all the major currencies and do get into some of the exotic currencies too. Okay? This is our normal procedures. This is for educational use. All charts are either in Thinkorswim, TradeStation, or freestockcharts.com. Okay, here are my contact details. You can follow us on Twitter at Ichimoku Trading. If you're going to be in Las Vegas for the Traders Expo, please come by the Warden booth. We definitely will be there doing presentations on Ichimoku and showing people how to use Ichimoku on the freestockcharts.com. Okay. So let's go and look straight at our heat map. Remember, we're looking at a rating system where 5 to 8 is being bullish, where positive 8 is being extreme bullish, and negative 5 to negative 8 is being bearish, where negative 8 is extreme bearish. We give you 2 time frames, and you're kind of looking for 5 and above for bullish and negative 5 and below for both time frames in order to start intraday trading or long-term position. Okay. If you look here, Euro's still bullish, but it's not at a point you could trade them because you still got the daily that's kind of weak, and the weekly's on the borderline condition. Pound USD is still very strong on the bullish side. There's conflict on Australian USD. However, Australian USD daily looks like it's turning to move either down or up, so we got to look at that. So that's there. New Zealand USD is still strong. US CAD is still strong down. It got down to par and kind of bounced up. So it's kind of interesting to see where that one's going. US Switzy's in conflict. There's weakness on the daily side. US Yen, finally the daily is starting to move up. It's at 0. So it looks like the daily is starting to move to a bullish state. You could see from the daily Ichimoku parameters. Euro Yen, conflict. British Yen, conflict. Australian Yen, still very strong. Sorry, it's bullish, but it looks like yen finally is starting to reverse the trade. Starting to, doesn't mean it has, and started to trend the other way, or counter trend as you could say, but it's starting to. Pound, Euro pound, there's nothing there. No consistency there, here. So all the others are in conflict if you look at them. You do have New Zealand CAD, that's still very strong. Okay, so let's go look at the charts. One thing for sure, New Zealand did make a big move last week compared to all the currencies, so we'll definitely go look at that. Okay, here's our weekly chart for the Euro USD. Remember, we've been looking at this. This was one resistance level right here that we looked at, and this was a minor one right there. Excuse the alerts. We wanted to pull back to the Tinkinson. We got the pullback to the Tinkinson. That was great. We kind of wanted to kind of almost get here to 35.09. Didn't quite get there. However, this is not the time to sit there and play this yet. Reason why is Chicago is still in this big thick cloud, so you have to be very, very careful. Okay, so this may still experience some more pullback, possibly to the Cajunson. We're not sure. You got to wait and see what happens. Okay, but we don't like the Chicago here on the weekly. Also, the Kumo future still hasn't flipped yet, but it looks like it's going to with the next move up. If you go to the daily time frame, you can see we're below the cloud. Chicago is here below the cloud too. So, we're kind of waiting for a price to come and hit this top of the Kumo cloud and then kind of see what happens. If it breaks through the Kumo cloud, it's going to try to get to the bottom of the Kumo cloud and maybe poke its head out below that. But there is no if you've been in a trade, counter trend going to the bearish side, great. Keep your stops very tight. If you haven't, don't enter any counter trend. If you're basically looking to support the bullish trend, you got some time and you have to be patient and wait. Okay, let's go back to the pound USD. Pound USD, looking at on the daily time frame, you can see it bounced off the Cajunson. Kind of strong here. Still has not confirmed that this pullback is done. Okay, so we're kind of waiting for it to come up here and break the pivot, but it looks very strong on the daily. Let's go look at the weekly. Weekly, as you can see, Chicago's going for the cloud. So until it pokes its head out above this level of 63.57, it's still going to have some possible consolidation. We are looking for the pound eventually get back up to 68.38 though. Okay, and then at that point we're going to see exactly what's happening. So we think there's going to be some choppiness going all the way up there. Let's go look at the US yen. US yen, finally you could see that it's actually coming back up. Of course, it hasn't hit the Tinkinson on the weekly yet, but it looks like it's trying to get there very, very hard. Okay, If you look at the daily time frame, it basically has broken above the Kijun-sen, pulled back to the Kijun-sen, and now looks like it's about to try to go to the cloud, maybe possibly break through this thin cloud and go up a little. It'll probably hit the Tenkan-sen on the weekly and possibly try to go to the Kijun-sen on the weekly too. Notice Chicago finally turned bullish too. Let's go look at New Zealand USD. New Zealand USD has been making a move up compared to all the other currencies out there. And let's go look at the weekly real fast. If you look at the weekly, New Zealand broke for its resistance level here last week or 2 weeks ago. Came back, it's now pulled back. And if you notice, we're sitting right here where we took that resistance level and we're turning it into support now. So this has a potential of going up a lot more. So I'll really keep an eye on the New Zealand USD on continuing to move forward up. Okay, but be very careful if you do enter a trade. Reason why is it has been moving up, as you can see from this chart. Okay, so just be very careful with this one. Okay, so that's it for this week for the weekly currency Ichimoku webinar. If you have any questions, do definitely let us know through EII Capital. Thank you.